be me saying, oh yeah, I should have set this up nicely before, there we go. There we go. Now, I had planned to put the baby in the front carrier, and then he just magically fell asleep. So we're gonna, fingers crossed that this kid's gonna stay asleep. Okay, I'm gonna make myself coffee. And as I mentioned in my previous live videos, I don't have time for editing. So I'm just gonna make us a coffee, and we're gonna have a nice little chat. Dobar dan. It is definitely dan, it's not dobro jutro, which I have noticed that Slovenes don't even say dobro jutro, even if you happen to meet at like 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. It's not usually a dobro jutro, but okay. Hello everybody, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Now, this is called a mocha pot. I never ever saw one of these until I came to Europe. And I remember staying in an Airbnb for, I don't know, the nth time and thinking, what are these things? And why does every single place have them? Well, let me tell you. They make great coffee. You just have to know how to make the coffee. Welcome to my little coffee blender cabinet. Now, I specifically designed this house and this kitchen with this cabinet so that I could have a place to store all of my ugly appliances that I would never have to look at them. So I've got my coffee grinder in here. I've got my milk frother. I've got my blender. I've got my other blender. It's all in here. And then I close the cabinet doors and I don't have to look at it. Isn't that nice? Okay. Now I have a sneaky suspicion, or I worried that when I blend this, the baby will wake up. Just what can I do about it? What can I do? All right, that's the end of that milk. Here's the new milk. Now I'm gonna wait to start this until the coffee is just made. That way it will be nice and hot. You know, one thing that never occurred to me is asking somebody to heat your milk for you, because that's just a given. Not in Slovenia. If you ask for a coffee with milk, you have to ask them with hot milk if you want it hot. Which, why wouldn't you? Because by the time it gets to you, it's pretty much lukewarm. He's still sleeping. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. This is what I do though. I like put my arm like this so that it's it minimizes the amount of sound. Does it really make a difference? I don't know. Does it actually make a difference? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, what kind of coffee am I having today? Today I'm having a delightful decaffeinated blend from Cafetino. Not sponsored, but Cafetino makes an excellent decaf, and what I appreciate about it is that it's decaffeinated with a water method and not a chemical method. And it's a delicious, very, very light. It's not particularly bold, but it's a delicious light cup of coffee. You know, it's the cup of joe that you want. That's what it is. It's your best friend. You know what you're getting. That's what it is. So, I've had some really delicious other decafs, but they're twice as expensive. So I kind of stayed tried and true with my Cafetino decaf blend, and I switched to decaf because I was so exhausted when I woke up in the mornings, and I thought maybe I have thyroid issues. And you know, if you have thyroid issues, pretty much going off caffeine is a good thing anyways. So I went off caffeine, stopped drinking caffeinated coffee, stopped drinking any caffeine altogether, and I started waking up like a normal human being, supposed to wake up. It used to be like I could not make myself move for the first half an hour. It was unbearable. And that's since gone away, so that's lovely. So I like this decaf blend. I like drinking decaf. I will say that there are times when I'm really tired, especially now as a mom with a little baby and 3 other not so little babies. There's times when I'm like, God, I really miss caffeine. I miss being like, I'm so tired. And then just being like, I'm gonna make myself that extra cup of coffee, or I'm gonna have that tea. And then like, you're just pepped up. I really miss that. But you know what I don't miss? Not being able to wake up in the mornings. And in case you didn't know, caffeine has a half-life of 12 hours. Yeah, that made a big impact. That was like confirmation of why I need to quit. Okay, set this for a nice 10. Guess I could clean up while I'm sitting here. Oh, I was gonna say package. Okay, so I got a package that I was really, really excited for because I ordered it and I was like trying to tell myself like, no, probably won't come today. Oh, it's probably gonna take another, what is it? It's like, it's probably by the earliest gonna come on the 18th, but lo and behold, another package, another non-sponsored package. Matisse asks, how are you? Oh my gosh, there's like comments. I have not been paying attention. Hello, Americanka. Yeah. How am I? I'm well. I'm not getting a lot of time for myself. And I need like, I don't need a lot. I just need a little regularly. Otherwise I'm good. Okay. Book Depository, not sponsored, but I will tell you, I enjoy buying books from them because 1, it's really easy to find what I want. 2, I can always guarantee they're gonna be in English. 3, they take care of import and tax fees. So I don't have to. I cannot tell you how much I loathe, despise, and abominate having to use the Slovenian Postal Service here for any kind of like import anything. It is headache and nightmare beyond description. It's so horrible. So anyways, the fact that they'll find my book, send it to me from anywhere in the world, but I don't have to deal with the post office. It's like a free commercial for them. I love you, Book Depository. I wouldn't mind if you sponsored me. Okay, so I ordered a couple of books. I don't know which ones these are. Maybe I ordered 4 books or 5. I can't even remember. I just know that the one that I'm looking forward to the most is gonna take the longest to get here, so it's for sure not in this package. Okay, so let's see what books Mariah bought. Now, some books, I listen to audiobooks, and some books are nice to get on, audiobooks, and then there's some books that are nice to just read. Like, God bless my Aunt Lori. She gave me once a Kindle, which the post office made me pay for. She gave me a Kindle, but the real gift of that was that it was connected to her library, which has thousands of books on it because she's a prolific reader. And so it's really nice to not have to keep hundreds of books that you want to read. But I feel there are some books that you really must have a hard physical copy. And art books fall into that category. Oh, okay, first one, I'm really excited about this. Is it all backwards? See, now this is what I don't know because I'm doing this live from my phone. So for me, it looks backwards like a mirror image. Creative illustration by Andrew Loomis. Pretty much every artist says you have to have this book. And I'm really excited. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be, actually. But, oh my gosh. I mean, look at that. just elegance and beauty and some nudity. Maybe not for, I guess I'm like, it's okay. More G-rated. So lovely. You know what I love about this is you can actually see like the etching marks. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? That's so cool. Anyway. Oh, I'm coming, honey. So I'm very excited about this book. Okay. Wouldn't you know it? The coffee's done, and so is the baby. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this. Okay. There's that one. Peek my coffee. Almost there. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, yes. Oh, good morning. You sweet little angel, you. Done. All right, coffee's done. Okay. Next. I was really looking forward to this too. Okay, John Singer Sargent. One of the best American artists in history, I think. Now, he's most widely known for his oil painting portraiture. He was highly demanded in his age. He was incredibly talented. All the high society socialites wanted him to paint his portrait or print their portrait. But he did a bunch of watercolor paintings that to me are just sublime. I've never seen any other kind of watercolor that made me that excited. It was almost like I didn't know you could make watercolor paintings that beautiful. And I would say they hint at impressionism. So this is a book of his charcoal drawings. And like, I think some of them, they were studies for portraits that he was going to make. And then some of them were just like sketchings that he would do and give to his colleagues or friends or whomever. Like obviously this is from his famous Madame X portrait, which, you know, if you're familiar with art, you obviously know what that is. But look at how cool this is. Self-portrait, but look, you can see just like all the sketch linings, right? Then na sprehod. Yeah. How's my Slovenian? Blah, blah. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So that's what this book is. I'm really excited about it. I think it's really beautiful. I just love his use of lighting and shading. Like, look at this. I don't know, there's something really beautiful and simplistic about it. It's just stunning. So anyways, I'm really excited to study this. Okay, I gotta start my milk. Foam my milk a little bit. Okay. So, a sem že šla na sprehod? Ja, sem. Trying to think if we've gone out. We've already gone out on walks. I did go, where did I go? I had all four. I've been doing the pickup thing, so I pick up all the kids from school and kindergarten, and we maybe like play out on the playground, and then we'll eventually go home and stuff like this. So that's been, I did go to the grocery store. That's always the test. I feel like that's the real test of your fortitude. When you take all your children and the new baby to the grocery store, it's like, how tough are you? Are you hungry? You're eating, did you find your thumb? You're so cute. You're so cute. You hungry, huh? Mwah. Oh, looking around at the big wide world. And last but not least in this package, The Practice and Science of Drawing. Now, I don't know anything about this book. I really have no idea what's in this book, but it was a recommendation from a lot of artists. And so I thought, well, I guess I'll get it. If I'm honest though, I was expecting it to be a lot smaller. I thought it was gonna be more like that charcoal book from Sargent, but I guess no. Anyways, this is like a read. Like again, this was one of those, I'm like, I don't have any idea what it's about. I'm just gonna buy it, which I'm excited about. But it's all like, it's obviously meant for reading, not necessarily for practice. Oh. You're so cute. Should I bring your little bouncy chair in here? Would you be happy with that? I don't know. Let's find out. That way I can make my coffee. And then we can finish up this nice little live stream. Okay. You seem happy with that. I've got my foamed milk. Got my coffee cup. Now the nice thing about this is a 2-portion, so usually it's just right for Luka and I. When I'm by myself though, and if it's decaf, I just make one for myself now and one for myself later if I feel like it. Or I use the second portion of it tomorrow for maybe a cold coffee if I'm feeling a cold coffee. So. Beautiful. Now I personally, ooh, that's hot. I personally like a very dry cappuccino. Normally, I never drink cow's milk. I almost always go with an oat milk or a almond or hazelnut milk. However, I ran out. So today it's cow milk for me, which is very unusual. I usually have it if I go out and they have cow milk. Oh, he's really sucking his thumb. You know, Leia sucked her 2 fingers, and I was really it's hard getting your kid to break that habit. And I thought, oh, you ready to eat? Delicious. Perfect cup of coffee. What can I say? All right, I hope you've enjoyed this little unboxing, impromptu unboxing. My buttons are coming undone. It's like my dress knows he needs to eat. Open sesame. Okay, honestly, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about these. Just look at the cover of this. I just love that you can see the sketch markings. And do you see, this is what I mean by impressionism. Or is it impressionism? It's like, these are just like little sketch markings from his charcoal pen, whatever he was using. And yet, if you look at it from far away, you know that that's like a gathered rosé piece of fabric. But when you look at it really close, it's just a few squiggly lines. Miraculous. And I loved, like, his portraits were very much like that, I think, where there was quite clear detail in the eyes and the face, but then as you spanned out around it, it became more and more subtle and impressionistic. It was very beautiful, very beautiful. Probably my favorite American artist. Really interesting person as well. Very cool. Look, how cool is this? It's like, do you notice it was like erased in places for highlights? I don't know. I know if you're an artist, you're like, obviously, duh. If you're not an artist, or if you're just a beginning artist, these things, I don't know. I've dabbled in art since I was a kid, but it still just fascinates me. All right. I hope you enjoyed this impromptu live stream. Having a cup of coffee. I'd love to continue to talk with you and have a cup of coffee. I don't know if the baby's gonna hold out. Hi. he's like, he sees me and then he kind of gets upset, like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be taking care of me, okay? All right. Thank you everyone for joining and stopping by to say hi. I really appreciate it. Somebody asked me for Eurovision. I don't really watch Eurovision. If I'm honest with you, I don't watch much of anything. I don't have time for it. Anyways, all that to say, thank you for being here. I hope to see you again soon, before too long. And